Hey friends, Dr. Motley here of drmotley.com, and with the events, the sad events that have taken place these last few weeks, I wanted to talk particularly about processing ancestral or generational trauma, the trauma that's been passed down from generation to generation. My heart and prayer goes out to everyone because even in my life, being of multi-ethnic background, my mother experiencing hardships with her Asian background, you see how the sadness and the energy over our whole country has brought us all to have many questions. And the questions that have come into the office about how do you heal? How can the body heal through such a traumatic event? Well, this post is not to tell you that these things are going to heal all the traumas that have happened in our past, but to give you an avenue of how to do a couple simple things to help your body process the information. That way you can have a clear view of what is going on and be in touch with the feelings you feel and not bury them. For instance, I want to talk about how sickness comes from what researchers say is the lack of awareness. In Chinese medicine, Eastern medicine, and even some sections of Western medicine, they say that when we lack awareness of a particular trauma, event, or an emotion, then it actually can create sickness. When we want to ignore something about our lives, it translates into body or physical dysfunction. And they say that at the core, most sicknesses come from hidden emotions. Now, when we have sickness and we know it's a lack of awareness, what happens in our bodies, and this is not to make it so logical that it takes away from the trauma that's happened, but I want you to know that it can actually take place in your body and bury itself. When you have something that's come into your life, our bodies try to adapt. We do it every day. And when something bad happens, we adapt to the information, we put it into our nervous system, and to keep us from actually burning out or being so fearful we can't function, our body does what? Suppresses it. It's a natural course of our body. When we bury it, we create layers upon layer upon layer. We actually add more trauma on top of the original core, and that can actually create disease or sickness. So we know that if there are hidden emotions, we have to unearth them so that we become aware of them, so that our brain, our body, our mind, God can feed into it to allow us to go to the trauma and core and actually think about it. Because most of us don't want to think about it. We don't want to process it. And that's okay, but we have to let the body heal to allow the body to flow through. And during this particular time, when we talk about storing, ancestral DNA, generational trauma is passed down through our DNA. DNA is a physical and an energetic storehouse. It's not just physical pieces of little amino acids making proteins. They say that our DNA are like tuning forks, that DNA carries electrical energy, and the electrical energy is called an energetic blueprint. This means this, that if your ancestors, my ancestors, any ancestors that have suffered trauma, harm, torture, bad things in their life, they not only record the event in their cells, in the physical portion, but energetically they have a vibration or a frequency of the trauma in the generational line. And they say, with epigenetic researchers, that it passes down from generation to generation. There are only a few times in that link that some people will stand up and go, hey, I have to break the link, because that frequency and that vibration, that energy is going to go through my DNA and pass on to my children or to my offspring or to my loved ones. So when we have an energetic blueprint and we become aware, when you take the layers off, we're going to talk about that with the points I'm going to show you how to rub and to actually help you heal. You're not only going to hopefully cut the energetic passage from this point on, but you also pluck the string like a little spider web and it goes in reverse. And what that means is all the built up accumulation of energetic harm and pain and trauma is cut down from passing on to the line below. So not only do you heal from this point forward, you heal from this point back. That is energetic blueprints. Past, present, future, but it's all in the now. So I'm going to show you in the next video just a few points. And remember guys, it's not me trying to say you just rub these points and everything goes better. I'm saying when you rub these points, it allows the system, the organ system in your body to actually process the trauma more efficiently so that your body is able to heal so you can handle the stress and see it at a clear view. Remember, we want to become aware so that it keeps us from being sick. At this time, we need to be more positive, try to stay energetic, and have full energy so that not only us, but the generation to come can heal. Awareness keeps us from being sick. Again, my heart, my prayer goes out to everyone. And remember, if we learn how to process the ancestral trauma, maybe that will help the world become a little more aware. Love y'all.